Cooper Kupp has decided to sign a 3-year deal with the Seattle Seahawks, eschewing an offer or potential interest from the New England Patriots, a place where he easily would have been the top wide receiver and was so desperately needed. Why did he choose the West Coast over the East Coast? Or were the Patriots not interested in him enough in the first place? And why would that be the case? And why am I yelling on a Friday night when I should be relaxing? I'm so Foxborough frustrated. Let's discuss it now on the Six Rings Podcast Live. Go!
Hey, whatever it takes, man. It's all about winning, all right? Winning on three. 1, 2, 3, win!
Celebrating the heroes of Foxborough's past.
And with a good block. Look at Grover. All the way. Watch the block of number 73, John Hanna.
The champions of the dynastic era.
Adam Vinatieri booms a 48-yard field goal, and the Patriots are Super Bowl champions.
The Patriots of tomorrow.
We're going to remove entitlement from our football team. We're going to earn the right to be here every single day.
And the fans whose faith never wavers. This is Six Rings and Football Things.
Yes, this is Six Rings and Football Things, and this is your old pal, Nick Fitzy Stevens, known to some as at FitzyGFY, and this is a podcast I did not want to record because I spent an inordinate amount of time hoping, praying, wanting, and wishing that the New England Patriots would solve this now years-long wide receiver crisis by taking advantage of another good team, a team that they played at home and lost to this past season, in the Los Angeles Rams, releasing their best wide receiver of the past decade, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL over the past decade, and still somebody who, when healthy, whose A game can be trotted out on occasion. Yes, I know he hasn't played a full healthy season since 2021. And no, I have not had a look at the medicals, and nor am I a doctor, nor have I played one on television, or nor did I stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. But I know in my heart of hearts that Cooper Kupp would have been easily the best wide receiver on the Patriots, easily the most dynamic offensive threat, not named Drake May, and absolutely the best person to help elevate the game of all the running backs on the team now and any wide receivers that they would sign in the future or most especially draft. How in the world the New England Patriots decide not to be interested enough in Cooper Kupp so as to match or even surpass the Seattle Seahawks ultimate offer, which he accepted tonight about 90 minutes ago, right when I got off the radio. It would have been nice if I could have just bitched about it on the radio, but no, I find out about it later. 3 years, $45 million. Cooper Kupp now basically replaces DK Metcalf instead of 5 years, $150 million for somebody 4 years younger and much healthier. The Seahawks get Cooper Kupp. He's a Washington State native, which factors into the equation. We'll get to that momentarily. He's from the Yakima Valley, where they make wonderful hops. Cheers to everyone who's enjoying a frosty beverage on a Friday night. Great wine, all that jazz. And now they get him as their top wide receiver to pair up alongside Jackson Smith and Jigba. They're going to be tremendous together. And the Patriots, I like Mac Hollins as much as the next guy who loves a good locker room leader, someone who's a special teams gunner, dresses funny, and refuses to wear shoes. But holy smokes, people. The Patriots needed Cooper Kupp more than any other team in the NFL. I cannot stress that enough. I have been just begging the Patriots. I got to stop begging the Patriots to sign receivers. I got to stop falling in love with the possibility of them picking up receivers. I need no more draft crushes, which I have enumerated on a number of occasions. He would have been so valuable to this team. Now, see, I disagree. A regular viewer, right now we are recording this live on a Friday night across the WEEI and FitzyGFY socials. A regular viewer watching live now on YouTube as we do the latest Six Rings and Football Things podcast. Jeff Stenberg. Cheers, Jeff. You're going to be happy we didn't sign him when he's hurt by week 3 again. I see. This is a chance. I agree to disagree, my good friend, and thanks for chiming in. This is a chance the Patriots needed to splash the pot on. This is a time they needed to walk up to the bar during spring break with a wad of cash and go, next shot is on me, bitches. They needed Cooper Kupp. They need somebody to stretch the field. They need somebody to keep opposing coordinators and position coaches and defensive backs awake at night. They need somebody to immediately come in and develop a lightning fast rapport and gain the trust of Drake May to work the slot, work the outside, stretch the field. He's got incredible hands. Yes, I know. Again, I'll go back over it. 2021, maybe a top 5 wide receiver season of all time, Super Bowl championship, Super Bowl MVP, and the game-winning touchdown catch from Matty Stafford. Since then, hasn't played a full season, averaging, I guess, about 13 games per season. Did you know last year with Cooper Kupp, remember he had over 100 yards, 6 catches, and a huge touchdown, a back-breaking touchdown against the Patriots this past season? Saw that. Didn't love it. I love that on you, as the kids like to say. I love that for you. Didn't love it for us. Only played in 12 games. And yes, I know he was sort of phased out of the offense, a little dinged up at the end of the season, as is the norm more recently than not. Still had 67 catches, over 700 yards, and 6 touchdowns. That would have made him the leader in all 3 categories on your New England Patriots. I know, but it was Van Pelt. The offensive line was trash. Drake May was just learning the position. Imagine with an improved offensive line and Mike Vrabel and a whole bunch of new positional coaches and Josh McDaniels and hopefully wide receivers who get their head out of their collective, you know what Cooper Kupp could have possibly meant to and been for this Patriots team. Now, again, I may be going on and on because maybe he just chose the West Coast because, again, he's from Washington State. Maybe he just didn't want to leave the West Coast. Maybe he's afraid of our crooked roads, our garbage mouths, our body language, and everything about the East Coast. I don't know. Or maybe they just didn't offer enough money. But to me, and we'll get to some more of your comments, yes, A.J. Brown. Some people say A.J. Brown is still the real dream. That's not happening. Cooper Kupp is not washed. Holy smokes, you guys. He's not washed. He's still a good football player. Yes, I know Pop Douglas plays a nice slot as well. Thank you very much, Gene Johnson, who's watching currently right now on Facebook. Yes, all of these guys, yes, Seattle did overpay. I agree. This is going to be an interesting season to watch for the Patriots, and the Cooper Kupp now represents one of those players that got away that we're going to watch. And if he goes off, we'll say, I can't believe we let him go. If he does get hurt, like some people have suggested, or if it was too expensive and there's not enough, what do we say in the corporate world, ROI, then I guess we'll probably all be toasting to that saying, wow, dodge that bullet. Fitzy, didn't you look like a boob when you recorded that podcast on a Friday night? Listen, I don't need Cooper Kupp to help me look like a boob. I am perfectly capable of my own self-boobery. Thank you very much. That said, yeah, I'm taking a chance by going out on the limb and saying I wish the Patriots would have signed him all this time. However, I will now, sorry, Jeff Stenberg, 321, invoke the McConkey clause, because last year I was all over him, just like I have been many other receivers I wanted the Patriots to sign or draft who have turned out to be studs, rarely a dud, and they haven't made their way to Foxborough, and they've gone on to greater success elsewhere. Anyway, the Patriots just need, here we go, Eric Perlman. Major overpay, 3 too much. However, Michelle Curtail, thank you, watching live on Facebook. He should be in New England. I agree. He was a good fit. Look, the Pats they need a little something. I love what they've done in free agency to date. So let's all just take a moment, have a collective sip, and assess what the Pats have done thus far in free agency. The defensive players available in free agency in 2025, greater than sign, far outweighed, much better than who was available on offense. Some guards, a center or two, receiver pool was crap. That's why they threw an absurd, an ungodly, a mind-numbing amount of money possibly at Chris Godwin, but he decided to stay in Florida. He's got a good thing going there, tax-free state. That's where the family is. The Bucs are winners. Mike Evans stayed. He stayed. I love that for them and Baker Mayfield. Good for them. Patriots were so desperate for a wide receiver one, they didn't even want to see the medicals on Chris Godwin. So either we don't know something about the medicals on Cooper Kupp, he's got someone in the organization has a hair across their ass for him, or what. But we all follow all the same reporters and speak to the same people. Karen Guregian at Mass Live and Jeff Howe and Mike Giardi and Tom Curran, and they all said the same thing. The Patriots wanted Cooper Kupp. They were definitely interested, but at their price. In my humble effing opinion, the Patriots' price should have been whatever anyone else is going to pay you, we will pay you 15 to 20% more as Curran calls it at NBC Sports Boston, the suck tax, as the desperation fee, as for a tip, for courtesy, for an instructional add-on, whatever, because they need him to be that target. They need him to help the kids out. They need him to alleviate the stress on Drake May. All those things. Ugh. No, Daniel Cardwell, thanks for watching. Much love. Brandon Cooks, we're going to do that again. Let me ask you this. What do you guys think? What does anyone think? Brandon Cooks. Don't just think about getting just someone else in here. I liked Godwin, but I didn't think it was worth $28 million a year if that's what they were legitimately offering. But $15 million a year for Cooper Kupp, even if you only get one really good season and one kind of banged up season out of him, let's say there's $28 million guaranteed. I don't know what the front money is on that contract. I'll guess 22. For that kind of money and what he would do for the offense this season, in a season where I just watched, it's months away. I just watched Colin Cowherd. Yes, big Colin Cowherd with his giant microphone on his desk. Okay. He just said today he thinks the Patriots have had a great offseason, loves the defensive signings, loves Mike Vrabel, thinks the organization is pointed in the right direction, like so many of us do. He's fired up for them. He thinks the Jets and the Dolphins, and the Jets have taken a step back, and the Patriots are going to be a wild card team. This was before Cooper Kupp could have possibly come to New England. How much better would they be with Cooper Kupp? And then guess what? When you add a wide receiver like Cooper Kupp, now you just have to address left tackle, and then the rest of your entire draft can just be BPA. No, not anything plastic related. Best player available. You could flip on Yahoo Auto Draft and just take best player available, best player available, best player available, time and time again, filling in some needs, but also stockpiling. What's that thing the Patriots have been lacking recently? No, not wins. No, not full stadium. Talent. Yes, that's right. Talent. The Patriots could stockpile talent and figure out what to do with it. Injuries happen. People leave. Guys get cut. You need talent. The depths on the Patriots have been beyond rice paper wrap thin the last couple of years. They have just, there's no blue chips. There's no, like, I love those blue chips. You know, the terror chips you ever see? If you ever go to a party at a friend's house, they're rich and they serve those fancy chips. I love the blue chips. The Patriots have no blue chips. There's been no fancy parties. Sorry. I think there would have been, oh dear Lord, this is what's happening now. Edwin Barra Marquez watching live on Facebook. Is there a possible way to swing at Tyreek Hill? Dear God, no. Tyreek Hill is not coming to Foxborough. Tyreek Hill, the role model. Tyreek Hill, the super dad. Tyreek Hill, the gentleman. No, that's not happening. I do like, yes, thank you very much, Michelle. I do think Matt Collins is better than people are saying that he is. He's not just wide receiver 5. He's not just a sideshow. He's not just a distraction. Great locker room guy from what everyone says. Yeah, I know there's the whole thing with the costumes and the dressing up and whatever. And yeah, he wants to collaborate with Bill Nye, the science guy, and he's got a crazy TikTok. Cool. That's great. Again, nice vibes. Someone that's kind of exciting for all the other guys in the locker room. Someone that's the fans are going to love. He's also he's strong as an ox. Have you guys seen him? Good Lord. There's a reason why his nickname is Tarzan. And no, not because he swings from location to location on a vine. Dude is ripped, cut up. Probably makes Keon White look like me. Dad bod central. Matt Collins is going to be a great addition. And I like some of the other receivers they have. I've read everything from Jalen Polk. He'll figure things out and be a fine wide receiver 3. He'll be the Ocean State job lot of Amari Cooper. Yay. Javon Baker taking this offseason seriously. Finally. He's going to, they believe he could be the best receiver in the building. Awesome. I'm the guy who championed his arrival and begged the Patriots to draft him. They did. He sucked last year. He was an immature mess. Maybe now he'll finally figure it out. But you know what would have helped him figure it out? Having someone in the room who's won a Super Bowl who would hold his feet to the fire and make sure that he's accountable for his actions, like a guy like Cooper Kupp. A guy like Cooper Kupp doesn't let you drag the room down. He doesn't let you dick around. He doesn't let you take things anything less than super serious. He's a film junkie. He's a clinician. He's a pro's pro. All these things the Pats haven't had in the longest time. Yes, I agree. Hollins is going to be excellent. I'm very excited about that. Okay, well, here we go. Now, Travis Hunter at 4 solves the issue. Does anyone know which way the Patriots would play Travis Hunter if they were to draft him? Maybe at wide receiver first with a splash of corner. We'll see what they do with Marcus Jones if he's going to elevate to full-time slot. Maybe that's also Alex Austin's role on the Patriots now. Maybe he's a full-time defensive back with 10 to 15 scripted plays. It's tough. I heard Todd McShay the other night on our old pal Brian Barrett's Ringer podcast talking about how you got to pick one room to spend most of your time in the NFL and meet with those position coaches. And then you do a little bit of the other stuff as sort of like gadgetry and gimmicks. So my guess is Travis Hunter's probably going to play receiver on most teams that he gets drafted by, but I don't think he's really a wide receiver one. He's been injured a bunch. He's a little svelte. Pats need that guy like a Haas. Oh, I don't know, like a 6'2", 215-pound Haas with a beard, who's a route running surgeon with great hands, who's not afraid to go. Yeah, you guys have heard me plead my case for 15 minutes about Cooper Kupp. Yes, I'm with you, Daniel Cardwell, and thanks for watching tonight. Javon Baker, a stud at UCF. I had high hopes for him as well. I have not abandoned my high hopes for Javon Baker. I just still believe Javon Baker, Jalen Poe, Kayshon Boutte, everybody on the Patriots, they all would have benefited by the presence of Cooper Kupp. I really, 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 yeah. People up, Andrew Dickinson. I thought he didn't like the cold. Maybe that was it. It could just very well be like our friend Kenny Tasney watching live on Facebook says he didn't want to leave the West Coast. It's that simple. It really may be that simple. And when he speaks to the press and has his intro press conference, he stays in the NFC West. Maybe he'll say, like, I always liked it out West. It was a dream to play back home. Tom Brady famously also said 90% of the things I say to the public are a lie. So that could all just be, player speak, smoothing things over with the new team. They'll send some love back to the Rams. God, I just think that Mark Smith, the price was too high. Well, I see the Pats still have $90 million. I know you don't want to burn all the money because, the cap is crap. It's not crap. You can fudge it. You can futz with it. You can dick around with it if you want. But the bill still comes due in the end. So, yeah, they have $90 million available now. Eventually next year, other years like Milton Williams' salary cap hit, just not to fansplain things to you, but his hit is huge next year. Not so much this year, so they can try to bring more guys in. Next year, some other people are probably going to have to say fare thee well and travel the reverse route down the Patrick Chung Memorial Reclamation, Matt Patricia, Josh McDaniels highway that leads to Gillette Stadium. I don't know. Someone said you seem a bit down. Yes, I'm a little disappointed. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. Okay. Would you guys like to see who are the best wide receivers left, says Mark Flagg? You got Amari Cooper. He's old. I don't think he's that great. Should they sign Steph Diggs? Steph Diggs, the guy who famously scored a touchdown for the Bills and then told everyone sitting in the end zone to S his D. Old pain in the ass himself. Now, see, look, you want to trade for Ayuk? He tore every ligament in his knee in October. He may not be right until the 2026 season. Also, you didn't have to give up any draft capital for Cooper Kupp. He cost you nothing but money. Money. Same thing with Amari Cooper. Same thing with Steph Diggs. He tore his ACL. Who knows when he's going to be right? There's probably no chance he's going to be as good as he's been. Plus, he's on the wrong side. All right. Oh, now everyone's in on Tet McMillan. Everyone's watched 5 minutes of YouTube highlights. I appreciate the comment, Lisa. Thanks so much for watching. Okay. To everyone's a Tet McMillan expert now. I'm just happy Kupp didn't go to Buffalo. You know what, Murth? So am I. Because if he went to Buffalo, we would have had to see him twice a year. He would have rubbed it in and been perfect for Josh Allen. I have no animosity towards Josh Allen. He's a hoss. Trey Guerra asks, hey, who then would you rather have at pick number 4? To me, I'm just going best player available. If Travis Hunter's available and the Patriots think that he can be a plus addition to the team for years to come, and there are ways to deploy him and they believe in his talent as much, I'm taking him. If Abdul Carter, who's my number 1 overall want and wish, is there, hell yes, that guy is a menace to everything on the field and in the sky, plus birds. Dude is an absolute beast, even if he's got the foot issue. See what he did with one arm tied behind his back in the college football playoffs? My God. Otherwise, if someone else wants a quarterback or a player, I'll trade back 3 spots, take an offensive lineman, save that pick for later, then maybe trade back into the first round, get the receiver or someone else that I want, and just, again, add talent. Who do I want at 4 overall? His name is Good Playerson. His name is Talent O'Reilly. His name is Football Stud. His name is Don't Suck. His name is not N'Keal Harry. His name is not Dominique Easley. That's who I want in the first round. His name is not Cole Strange. Although, hey, Cole Strange, you might be the starting center this fall. So get right, buddy. Put on some weight and let's go, Pats. All right. Anyway, yeah. See, Diggs feels moody. Just doesn't feel like a Patriot pick. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Also, Cooper Kupp, good locker room guy. All these guys, we just lost. Look who just left town. Dietrich Wise, nicest man on the Patriots. Great handshake, handsome dude, community leader, awesome. John Jones, good ball player. Did everything the Patriots asked for him, and then some. 2-time Super Bowl champion as well. Or one time. David Andrews won 2. David Andrews, the Bear. Such a loss. Man, what a great guy. Too many injuries. Hopefully, I don't know if he's retired. I don't know if Bear's going to stick around and play anymore, but man, he's awesome. Something. But then again, you see all this. They've lost all these guys. They're going to let leadership grow organically. They're going to find out who the next someone special is on that team. And I wholly support that way of doing business and Mike Vrabel establishing his culture with these guys, finding out who his new leaders are. I'll tell you who one of those guys is going to be, Morgan Moses. Holy smoke. When he spoke on Introduce Me to Pat's Nation and Patriot Media Day, I was ready for the Kool-Aid man to erect a giant fake foam brick wall just so I could run through it. God, it was awesome. So, yeah, they're going to have great new leaders, but there's a loss of some of the favorites. I think that's a flush from the Belichick era. Just time to really make sure we'll do business similarly, but we just can't have the Belichick era lingering around. We need people thinking about a new day, a new dawn, a new era as we try to go back to what we used to accomplish in Foxborough with the Patriots, but doing it a different way. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out David Andrews. Pour one for Andrews, man. The Bear's the best. Hey, side note real quick. Talk to my friends at Vitamin C Brewing, my favorite brewery down in Weymouth, Mass. South Shore, greatest place in the world to be from, live, or ever spend a moment. Might be doing a tribute beer for David Andrews and possibly a David Andrews appreciation night. So when we do, if that were to come to pass, I'll let you know about the beer. First round's always on Uncle Fitzy. And if there's actually a party for him there, we'll let you guys know. Yeah, okay, see, it may just be this simple. Thank you very much. Blank happens, watching live on YouTube. Cooper Kupp went back home. And if that's the case, then it's kind of romantic. And I celebrate the romantic football journey. I can't begrudge or hold that against a guy. If Cooper Kupp thought, wait, I'm going to get paid near market or what I wanted, and I get to go back and play in front of my family and friends back home, awesome. Then good for him. That's great. I just wanted to express my disappointment that they couldn't get Cooper Kupp, the frustration over the Patriots not having a left tackle, but more importantly, right now, germane to this podcast, the Patriots not having a wide receiver one and wondering out loud how they're going to go about that process. Who's left in the free agent pool? Not much. Who in the draft, which is not a great wide receiver draft, might step in and be that guy? I'll tell you who it would be. It's Matthew Golden, the receiver from Texas. But I don't think the Patriots are going to, I don't think they'll be able to get him unless they trade way back or they trade back a little bit, stockpile picks, and then just go for it. Hell, I think he'll be so good, I'd trade next year's one just to get back up and get after him. I think that kid is that good. He's probably the smoothest route runner, and he ran a 4.29. We'll see. All right, guys. Anyway, there you go. There's just a little, how do we win now? How do we best win now, Fitzy? Asks Alex Hay. I don't know. That's a good question, Alex. That's a good question. Say right now, you know what the Patriots are going to do? Hopefully win a lot of 17-13, 16-14, 21-20 games. If Pats can get to 21 points right now with this offense, that would be a miracle. They're going to be some grinding, hard-fought games. They'll make us proud. I love what they've done on defense. Like I said, they got the best players available. They spent a lot of money on them. They're going to be great. That's on defense. Like what they do on offense, it's going to take some time, you guys. That is going to take some time. Yes, sir. Yes, Nick Chester. We are officially now on to the draft. Free agency is far from over. There's still some value adds. They picked up a safety today, another pass rusher yesterday. But, yeah, draft season is underway. And I would like to add on that note, Monday, 10 a.m., let you guys know my guy Bo from Boris Sports is going to be on. It's always a great NSFW unrated podcast. He's got some great Great football thoughts, great analytics, some great takes. So we're going to start exiting free agency talk, moving on to draft talk, starting Monday, 10 a.m. live with Boris Sports on the next episode of Six Rings and Football Things. Just thought it'd be a good time to, yes, the defense is going to be fun, my guy, Daniel. Thank you very much. Let's stay Pats positive. This is a good time to get together on a Friday night. Just flush it out. It's okay. We're moving on. Defense is going to be good. And yeah, you know what? Thank you very much, Mary Beth Campbell Bellone. Let's win some games. Let's go, Pats. Gene Johnson, we are on to 2025 LFG. Let's go. Yes. Just going to have to run the ball a lot because I'm not sure who can necessarily catch it. But yeah, he probably did want to stay on the West Coast, you guys. Appreciate y'all. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you always, anyone who tunes into the live stream whenever we do Six Rings and Football Things live. Subscribe on Apple Pods, Spotify. Use the Odyssey app. Download it today, AUDACY. Tell your friends we are the most fan-forward, Pats-centric, good times, Foxborough-friendly, Lot 11, partying good times, fan-forward podcast available. So tell your friends, jump on in. Always you can shoot us a little social at Six Rings Pod, and of course you know where to find me at FitzyGFY. Thanks very much for tuning in tonight, guys. Take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you on Monday with the free agency recap, draft forward-looking podcast with Boris Sports. Enjoy your weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Drink responsibly, please. Drive safely. If you've had too many, give it over to your friends. We need you around for next season and many more Pats parties to come. Take care. God bless. Cooper Kupp, you would have looked good in a Pats uniform. And as always, go Pats.